But why isn't Golduck the gold one? Well, there's actually a super interesting reason, and we're gonna talk about it. Hey, smell good. That's right, people can smell. Heck, I can even smell. But most importantly, our noses can smell. And what they smell is pretty important to them. I mean, it's part of your face after all. Gotta be nice. It's really close to your brain, and you don't want to make that thing mad. It controls your serotonin and has been known to withhold it as punishment. Speaking of punishment, remember middle school? Oh boy, I don't want to. So that's why I make sure I always smell good. My secret? Today's sponsor, of course, Scentbird, a simple and fun way to try new fragrances every month. Take your pick from a sizable variety of designer fragrances, all with super detailed descriptions. Smell manly, smell girly, smell nice, smell woody, citrusy, subtle, intense. It even tells you the scent inspirations. How nice. And you can even smell good at a Smash tournament. It's a miracle. I mean, just look at this math. You can't argue with that, especially not after I give you this coupon code, Lockstin30, for 30% off your first fragrance. These are the 3 I tried, and I gotta say, this is my favorite of the bunch. Yeah, I'd do me. And I can keep getting them, or try new ones each month. So click the link below to check them out, and thanks again. Oh, the intro's over. Hey, it's me. And why are we even talking about this? Well, it's because it's one of those days.
Filler video.
Filler video.
Filler video.
I guess you just want some YouTuber to read you a Bulbapedia page, yeah? Well, here you go. Quote, while Golduck itself is not colored gold, gold is often used in the Pokemon canon to symbolize the Psychic type. The Gold Gummy is the gummy variety loved by Psychic type Pokemon, and the Marsh Badge's Japanese name is Gold Badge. Also, if you notice, that badge is gold. So gold, eh? Well, as per usual, Bulbapedia's not wrong, but they're not exactly the most in-depth. So let's look into it a little bit more. Let's just open one of my many crystal healing ebooks and read Gold. Gold is very conductive and regenerative. It balances the energy fields and attracts positive energy. Identified with yin energy, gold amplifies self-confidence, will, and helps recognize the positive qualities of others. Gold can also be used in combination with gemstones to help increase their energies. Ah, I see. Real-world science right here. I mean, you can't lie on the internet. Anyways, let's talk about real stuff. Like alchemy. Gold was seen by alchemists as the perfect union of mind and spirit, or soul, as it were. It's much more than a mere lump of atoms mixed together in a buttery sheen. Gold was a metaphor for people becoming divine and more in tune with the powers of the world. Which is, well, a very psychic thing. Think about it, becoming more in tune with your mind and spirit. Think about all of those psychic type trainers. They are all mystics or spiritualists. Or are giga smart. But hold up, because here's the thing. Neither of these Pokemon are psychic type. Sure, they have some psychic powers, but they are not innately filled with what it takes to be psychic type. They are both mono water. Why is that? Also, why are you so much bigger than your second evolution, Psyduck? These plushes, man, they do not make them to scale. Well, the reasoning for their typing is interesting. I promise. It's not because Game Freak forgot. And it may not even be because Psychic was so overpowered in Gen 1. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that was a factor, but there is a lot more to it than just that. I mean, first of all, even if it was Psychic type, it wouldn't have even been that good of a Psychic type. They lack any real good special attack stats in Gen 1. And as for fluff reasons, here's a few ideas. Psyduck is famous for having a massive headache all of the time. Maybe it doesn't have full psychic powers because all of the brain damage that Psyduck's headaches have caused. Or perhaps, because of those headaches, it didn't learn how to control its powers. It just grew up with them, and thus, sometime, whenever its body needs to get rid of that kind of energy, it bursts out. Like what we see in the anime and Detective Pikachu. But we can go deeper. Here's my theory. The dot thing on its head. Well, other than being really cool, it seems to be a focus for its psychic powers, right? There are many psychic-type Pokemon that have gems or orbs and such for that reason. So, that's easy. But what if it's not for that reason specifically, since it's not actually psychic-type? Yeah, maybe it's not there to focus its powers in an attack. Instead, it's to stop its headaches. It's to absorb its powerful headaches. The Pokédex says that it only uses its psychic powers when the orb on its head glows. So by deduction, the orb is getting charged and then releasing the stored power. Thus, it's easy to assume that the lingering psychic power in Psyduck's head is what's causing the headaches. And now that it's got this orb thing, it has a place to go. So Golduck has no more headaches. So then what kind of orb is it? Well, let's look into some more hippy-dip alchemy stuff. Aha! Fluorite. This crystal comes in many colors, including red. Fluorite is normally held in the mind's eye, which is the third eye, so, the forehead. Well, there you go. Its properties include the ability to absorb harmful psychic energies, the ability to absorb negative powers, and the ability to fend off psychic energy vampires. Okay, we're done with the book, thank you. But still, it fits pretty well, huh? Harmful negative psychic energy plagues Psyduck. And because it's not psychic type, it gets a poor headache from it. But then when it evolves into Golduck, it gets this fluorite crystal, which, to quote, absorbs harmful psychic energies. When the crystal absorbs enough of them, it glows red, which then allows Golduck to do a psychic attack despite not being psychic type. So there you go. But still then, the names are kind of mixed up. If anything, Golduck should be Psyduck because it now has control of its psychic energies. Psyduck. It's a psychic duck. It's got control of its powers. Golduck because it's gold. Then again, the gold references the same thing, mastery of the mind and all that, so... Maybe if we look to the original Japanese names, we can see where this confusion came from. Its name in Japanese is Koduk, or child duck. But Ko could also be referring to Kogame, meaning gold. So we have gold duck. And gold duck. Wait a second, it could be like Rattata and Raticate. Raticate's name is Rata, from rat, and then Rattata's is Korata, meaning child rat. So maybe this was the same intent? Koduk was originally meant as child of gold duck, rather than just Golduck and Golduck again? Well, at least now we know it wasn't a localization error. The blue one is the gold duck, not the yellow one. But hold up now, here's a crazy radical proposal. What if it's not gold? What if the D sound, even in the Japanese name, is just part of duck and not gold? What if it's gall duck? Enter etymology. In Irish, gall could be weeping or crying, feeling blue and covered in water then. Alright, no, that's kind of a stretch. In Kurdish, it could mean lake, so a body of water. Then my favorite is the Serbo-Croatian gall, meaning naked or bald, specifically when referring to an animal, meaning no fur or feathers. So we've got lake duck, crying duck, or bald duck. And two of those I could see explaining the blue coloration. And well, bald duck seems pretty good too, especially considering that Golduck is clearly not just a duck. It's part Kappa, which are yokai famous for living in lakes and streams and being bald. Plus, the fun fact is that there's actually a Pokédex entry stating that Golduck is commonly mistaken for Kappas. So clearly that's the inspiration. I mean, ducks don't have bodies like this. Also, hang on, tangent. This just brings in more questions. Do Kappas actually exist in Pokemon? At the very least, this means that some people believed in non-Pokemon yokai. Does that mean Bigfoot is a potential non-Pokemon creature? Oh my, the theories! But unfortunately, Kappas also don't have any psychic powers. Unless stealing your soul from your butthole counts. That's actually a thing that they do. I'm serious. Folklore is hilarious sometimes. Also, while looking into all this, we googled blue ducks, and there is one species of duck in New Zealand that is blue. And it's great, and it's especially great because it's a species of duck that doesn't particularly like to fly. Instead, they are just really, really strong swimmers. Which leads me to believe that Golduck could be based off of these blue ducks mixed with a kappa. And maybe also a platypus. The claws and webbed feet are pretty similar. And while we're actually talking about Golduck for some reason, there's more fun factoids in here. In Gen 2, Golduck could actually be found with the held item Gold Leaf, which looks an awful lot like a golden feather. And the tooltip for the item even states that no trees have ever been seen with gold leaves. Maybe they just called a leaf a feather because leaves are just tree feathers after all. And feathers really are just bird leaves. So perhaps every now and again a Golduck actually does grow a single golden feather. A symbol of their occasional psychic ability. So it could be that the gold in the name truly is gold and not gull. Though, that doesn't mean it can't be both. Most Pokemon have multiple origins. So until next time, thanks for watching, and like poor Psyduck here, never stop using your noggin.